Good morning. Welcome to Grandma B's Kitchen. I was talking to my cousin the other day and he says, hey, you need to put a recipe out there for tortillas. I said, I do have one out. And he says, Mom always used lard. And I said, well, I haven't used lard in over 25 years unless I run out of the oil. Because I was told that it was healthier to use oil. And I'm blessed. I don't have any coronary artery disease or anything, but a lot of my family members do. So I guess that's why I switched to oil. So today I'm going to make half a batch or 1 cup of flour with a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda in each one of my bowls. Exact same ingredients. And I'm going to mix them up. Mix in the salt with the baking powder. And then in one of them I'm going to add lard and the other one the oil that I use. And I'm going to see if there's truly a big difference in taste and take it from there. So I guess I'll make my oil one first, but good morning. Today I choose to be happy. I hope that you choose to be happy too. All thanks to the Lord. Great coffee. Now I'm going to put my oil in. It's about 1/8 of a cup of oil to my 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/8 of salt. So I'm mixing it up. Won't take that long, guys, so I hope you'll just stick with me. And then I'm going to add the water. Should be about 1/4 cup of water. And this one's really hot water. My sister has one of those machines that makes real hot water, and so I'm using that to see how well I do this, because I like to pour in really hot water, because I don't know, I just do it. Makes my dough feel better. Does it do better? Like I've said from the very beginning, I don't know. I'm not a expert in this stuff. Only what I like is what I make, and I'm willing to try new recipes. So if you have a recipe out there that you'd like me to try, why don't you send it to me in a message and I'll try it. I love to learn, I love to cook, and like I said, not too keen on the cleaning, but you know what? I was always told, you make the mess, you clean it up. So I am fortunate, guys, that I have Mary Lou and Oscar, and they clean up after me most of the time. Around here, one of us cooks, and the others will help cook or clean, wash the dishes. But here you go. Here's my masa with the oil. I'm going to cover it up and move things out of the way so I can start on the one with the lard. And because I haven't used lard in forever, I took out 1/4 cup, but I'm going to start with 1/8, because if I use 1/8 of oil, let's just use 1/8 of the lard. And once I start mixing it in, I'll figure out if I need more. And the way I'll know that I'll need more is because of the consistency of the flour. Oh, you guys, let me tell you, with the lard, the flour feels so silky. I didn't feel the flour with the oil, but I'm telling you. Let's see, let's make sure that I didn't put too much lard in this. I may have, and then I may have to just kind of, what I do whenever I use too much lard for other recipes, because like I said, guys, I watch people make food or pastries or whatever, and I don't even pay attention so much as to the measurements as much as I do to what they're using as far as ingredients. So, okay, my hands are all full of dust. And let's see here, this is really hot, so I have to use my, let's see how this does, because this will melt the lard. I don't know if it'll take more water or what'll happen, but let's see here. And like I said the other day, depending on how compact your flour is, you may end up with a half a tortilla more, and you might have to add a little bit more water. There's a lot of variances, but nonetheless, when you start making your masa, you'll figure that out. It shouldn't be a great big difference, and if it is, obviously we've done something a lot more wrong than we did good. So I can tell you I'm pretty good at doing that too. Okay, here's my bowl, here's my dough, and this one feels really smooth. My masa feels really smooth. Let me see how this one is doing. This one feels a little more dry. This feels a little more dry. So if we were to go by consistency or how it feels, the one with lard would be my choice. I'm going to wash my hands real quick to get all this dust off. Got my towel over here. And since I'm making tortillas, I may just make some scrambled eggs to go with it. Let me make my little balls for the one with the oil, and then I'll show you. So I'm supposed to be able to get four little balls for tortillas, and I ended up with a little bit more. That's what I was talking about when the flour is more condensed or packed. So I have my 4 tortillas, guys, and they'll just be a little thicker or bigger. And now here's my lard balls here. Dough balls. And you know what's funny is that I'm going to be able to make almost 5 on this one, and probably I could have on the other one too. So we'll see. Again, it's your preference. You can use oil or you can use lard. Like I said, I've used lard for over 25, well, a lot longer, I'm sure, for my family. But I've been using the oil. The thing with the one with the lard, I'm just going to get a little bit of flour, guys, because it feels a little soft and silky, so we'll see. I just want to make sure that it doesn't get stuck to my... They look the same to me, other than the one with the oil feels heavier and the one with the lard lighter. We'll have to see how they taste. So I'm making the one with the lard first. See how that comes out. Again, I don't use the lard. I use the oil base. So let's see how this baby is going to come out here. Now I'm going to do the one with the oil. The one with the oil, I didn't use any flour just because I guess I'm used to the consistency. Let me move this. I've noticed that it's kind of burning on one side. Let me move over a little. But I think that my the one made with lard is gonna be heavier once it cooks. But there's one of them. That is the one with the lard. And let's do the one with the oil. Get some butter. So let's see, I'm kind of thinking in my mind how they look and the consistency of it. I think most of all, the difference is going to be in the taste. So let me check real quick. I've got some butter here. I'm going to take a piece of the tortilla that I made with, I know it looks like a lot of butter, huh? Okay, I took a lot of it off. But I'm going to melt it on there. Here's my other one, my oil one. Now here's the one with the oil, and I'm going to put some butter on it. And again, this will be up to you how you want to make them or which one you prefer to have. But let me tell you guys, homemade, whether it's with lard or oil, to me is a lot better than store-bought. Guys, I'm going to tell you that I like the one with the oil better. To me, it's lighter. So it's up to you. You try it and let me know how you like, whether you like the one with the lard better or the oil better. Let's see what comes out of this. You all have a blessed day. Remember, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it and be happy. I want to thank my daughter, Mel, because she's always looking for anything with a B on it or happy, because that's my motto. Let's try to be happy. That happy is temporary. The joy of the Lord is long-lasting. Bye-bye.